Hey folks, Jonathan here. We got Noah under the truck working here. We're getting ready to pull this transmission back out. And everybody here, I had a few people that had mentioned they wanted me to do a file test on this. I wasn't going to do a file test because that wasn't no big issue to me, because I wanted some raw numbers to give to the manufacturer. So I wanted to, a couple things I did notice. If you see, this is on top of this. This hub is quite a bit wider than that hub, which is unusual, but I'll do the measurement on it and find out exactly what it is. But anyway, let me get the file here real quick. Okay, this really is not a big issue to me because, like I said, I was wanting some numbers to give to the manufacturer, but of course you can hear that, that's hard. And you can't only hear it, you can see it. It's actually going in it. Can't get good and straight because we got a lip on it, but it's eating in it pretty bad. Yeah, I'm guessing this is soft, but like I said, we're gonna do a Rockwell hardness test. I got a buddy that's got one, just to make sure of what the hardness is. But like I said, the file test is not really what I cared to do because I needed some, raw data and numbers to give to the manufacturer of this clutch. And so anyway, and like I said, you might be able to notice it. Let me get a caliper and we'll check this. And as for the, a lot of people said, well, pilot bushing or bearing or this is either wrong or bad or something. I put a new one in it. I checked it with the front of the input shaft first before I put it in, just to make sure I had the right bearing. So I know that's not the issue. The bearings in the front of the transmission are just fine. This transmission does not make any noise. It's in good shape. As for the flywheel, we put a new one on it. I really don't think there's an issue there. This thing lets out smooth. It goes smooth. I mean, there's no issues, no shaking, no vibrating. No, you can't feel no bouncing in the pedal. So there was no issues like that would make me think that there's something else besides what we're messing with here. But and this is also for reference for the manufacturer here. That's one of the reasons I'm doing this. But we got the heads of the rivet as being 385 on here, and the heads on these are 350, a little under 350. So there's definitely a difference in the head of the rivet. I don't know of the main diameter, if maybe these are smaller. Like I said, we'll know something here shortly on the clutch itself. Now, distance. All right, thickness is 1/230, and the thickness on this one is 1/435. So this is a lot wider than what this one is. So what it means, I don't know, but it is wider. But anyway, this is the same exact clutches they put in it from the factory. This is also a U-Haul. So U-Haul had their truck sort of built a particular way, and so when they ordered them the way they did. And as you can see, we got Eaton marked right on the clutch. So that's why, I don't know why they recommended it or they wanted it, but U-Haul wanted button clutches, and that's what they ran. A lot of people don't like them. They haven't been a big issue with me. We've went through a couple clutches over the years, but we've run this truck a lot of miles on it. Probably run it 10 years. So you're gonna wear some stuff out when you're running one daily anyway. But this issue here, especially this being 6 months and one in it being 30 days, but we're getting ready to have this out, so we'll be able to let you know a little more. Okay, folks, we just got it out. And we're getting a good look. We've absolutely got the same problem, as you can see. I don't see well, I guess there is some wear on them splines already. Not real bad, but discolored, but it feels the same. It's not quite as tight as the other one, but it fits on nice and smooth. It's definitely not a spline issue. Yeah, there's no play in it. It's not a spline issue. Okay. Alright, there's no other issues. Okay folks, here's what we've got. I haven't pulled it out yet. You can see it's wore here, but of course that's because this hub went forward. So, same issue. There's 3 of the heads I found in there. You can see they haven't been hit by anything. Don't see hardly any wear on the splines. Well, this is where it come back and hit after it came apart. I didn't run this one nearly as long after this happened because I was closer to the house when it happened. The other one I was pretty good ways away, so I had to drive it home. I'll go check and see how loose this is on the transmission. I hadn't done that yet. Yeah. You see the movement in it. Okay. What the engineers are saying at that company is the side play is what's breaking the rivets. And as you can see, it's definitely got side play in it. Okay, I don't think it got hardened at all, so we're still going to take it to a buddy of mine's and we're going to check it and see how hard it is, and then we'll go from there. I'm actually going to, we're going to go ahead and put the other clutch in, so we're not going to be able to take it. We'll take the 2 old ones, the center hubs, and test them. So, alright, we're going to get this thing back together. Okay, we just got the transmission back up in, bolting everything up now. Just wanted to show you something. This is a shaft. I didn't put this shaft in it, and the reason I didn't is because there's nothing wrong with the shaft that's in it. I've measured and remeasured, and you know, if you do the measurements, basically it's the same thing. I cleaned it up some more, and I tightened it up and run it down it, and that's about what you get right there, which is about the same as what the other one was. So, you know, they're good and straight, and there's no issues with them. So, you know, I'm sure that we're going to run into the fact that them center hubs didn't get hardened. And, you know, if that's what's causing the rivets to break, it could be just that the rivets are no good. But anyway, we're going to get this one finished up and take it for a drive here. Noah, you're dirty, bud.
My hand turned black.
Show everybody your hand. He pinched his hand. He's got black duct tape on it.
It's a Band-Aid.
But he kept working, so we can't say nothing. Got her done. Got her did. She's in there and done, finished, ready to go. So now I'm going to head over to my buddies here and see if we can get these things tested and figure out if they've been hardened or not. And I'm betting they haven't been. So, all right. Okay, folks, back from having the Rockwell hardness test done. I really would have liked to have tested our new clutch, but it wouldn't have fit in because of the disc on it anyway. But you know, I had to get the truck back rolling, and it's up and done and running good, pulling good, no shaking, no vibrating, no, you know, pedal bounce, nothing like that. Just as it was with these clutches also. So anyway, this is what our results are, and I'm going to let some of you all give your opinions on it. I'll give you mine, but you know, mine may not be worth a crap. But anyway, so went ahead and tested the shaft, and 50 to 52 Rockwell hardness, depending on where we tested it. When we did multiple tests on each piece, both hubs between 20 and 22 on the center hub. Tested different sides of it, and you know, multiple places, and just to to be sure that, you know, it was pretty equal. So anyway, in my opinion, I think 20 to 22 running on a 50 to 52 shaft is going to wear out, and that's my opinion. So I can say for myself that I'm pretty certain that that was our issue. Okay. Also, it could have been a rivet issue, but you know, one may lend itself to the other. But okay, if somebody else had done this, let's say one of you all had done this, and you called me for advice and said, "Hey, do you think I should change the shaft in it?" Absolutely. Put that shaft in it. Don't even think about putting that thing back together with that other shaft. But I didn't do that, and maybe I'm glutton for punishment there, but you know, I have to prove this to myself, and I measured and remeasured on that shaft, and I checked to make sure the splines were straight. That truck's never been put in a bind to where the clutch was popped to where it was going to bend that shaft. It hasn't in the last 4 or 5 years, and I'm the only one that's driven it in the last 4 or 5 years. So you know, there's nothing that would have caused damage to it, and the only thing it could have been was normal wear. Now, the transmission bearing's fine, the pilot bearing's fine. I rechecked the fit of the pilot bearing on the shaft. It's fine. We went back together with every part that was in it when I had these clutch and the matching pressure plate in it. So now we're going to try it with the Spicer stuff and see how it does. Now, I'm not sure what the hardness was on the Spicer. If I was to guess, I would say it was up, you know, up in the 40s somewhere or something. I can understand this being a little bit softer because you would rather have this wear than your shaft, but for it to be less than half, I just don't think that's right. And I'm going to let the manufacturer know, and you know, send them some pictures and maybe a copy of the video so they'll see. And this is an American-made product. Now, I don't know, possibly they get their center hubs from overseas. I don't know. I have no clue on that. But we definitely an American-made product, supposedly. And there's our numbers there. 20 to 22 on the hubs and 50 to 52 on the shaft. So there you go. You know, call me crazy for leaving the shaft in, but I want to know for myself. We'll keep driving it like it is. If it breaks again, we'll fix it again, and we'll, you know, change shafts maybe. I don't know, but the point is we're going to know here eventually. But my personal opinion, I don't think we're going to have any more trouble. And I'll show you one more time. This was the one that was run the longest. As you can see, it flops on the shaft. This was the one that was run for 30 days, and it also flops on the shaft. Not as bad, but it is loose. Now, you know, I'm assuming that contributed to the rivets breaking. I don't know. That's what the manufacturer's telling me. So anyway, the other clutch fit on here good, fit on the other shaft good, no wear. So we're going to give it a try. I guess you can draw your own conclusions, but I appreciate everybody watching. And until next time, bye.